I can vividly remember a time where I would get infinite creative inspiration daily. Inspiration to make something, to try something new. But I feel like it's truly few and far between lately. I truly think I'm starting to hate the landscape of filmmaking now. Let me preface this by saying internet filmmaking. I don't know if this is a term or not, but being honest, I don't make films. So I just sit in this weird sector where online we call filmmaking anything to do with the camera. I really just make music videos and tell stories like this for the internet. So take it for what it is. And I say that because I don't feel this way about actual filmmaking. Like, I watch a movie and I'm happy that I did, but I'm feeling that same joy less and less when I'm watching projects online, and there's a few reasons why. When we sit down to watch a movie, we've committed an hour and a half to 2 hours of undivided attention to be completely immersed in a story. We may love it or we may hate it, but we're usually satisfied with this experience alone. And I feel like this is becoming less relevant online statistically. There was a time where we would be genuinely happy just watching something creative and not expecting a full behind the scenes breakdown of it. Now it's like we don't even care about the project and only want behind the scenes. And we see it all around us. If you scroll down Instagram or TikTok right now, you're 100% going to see a how I made this video within the first minute. We value the process more than the product itself. And I get it. The technical application aspect of filmmaking is intriguing. It's fun. It gets us inspired to go out and make stuff. But I think that it truly inspires us to focus on the replaceable elements of filmmaking. You can replace the light, you can replace the gimbal, you can replace the camera, but you can't replace good story, good flow, and overall intention. That's like the movies that are shot beautifully, but once we're done watching, we feel like we just wasted an hour and a half of our time. That's exactly how I feel when I get done scrolling internet videos. When I get deep in it, that's really how I feel. I love behind the scenes content. I really do. It's some of my favorite content online. But the more we see the numbers on this grow, we're gonna see more and more focus on making the behind the scenes cooler than what the behind the scenes was even about. Moving forward, I just personally plan to focus more on the irreplaceable aspects of filmmaking to bring back that love for me. I wanna make meaningful stuff that can be felt. This is easier said than done though. Creativity is free, but you know what isn't free? Living. I don't know who made this quote up, but it's one of my favorites. It says, if you want to truly hate something, start making money from it. And I feel this 100%. Making money and having fun are two things that can coexist, but the majority of the time, the things you truly enjoy doing creatively just aren't the things that are the most profitable. I spent a large part of my music video director career shooting music videos for songs that I just flat out didn't like. But I gotta eat, man. I'm grateful, man. Having a client is truly a blessing, but if your visions for creative satisfaction aren't aligning, then you have to find that satisfaction elsewhere. For me, that's going out and creating projects that I wanna do, even if it means I'm not getting paid for them. The only issue is I've been swamped. It's only 24 hours in a day, and I'm trying to create projects, I'm trying to work out, I wanna play Call of Duty, I gotta play with my sons, go out on dates with my wife. It's a lot, man. Everything just can't get done. Needing to make money is an easy way to start hating filmmaking, and I feel like that's where I've been lately. You have to make time for your visions though as a creative. If not, you're just gonna work until you hate it and never create anything truly meaningful to you. I've really been wanting to make this video for a while. Between time being limited and me procrastinating, I just said, F it. Today we making this video. I pulled out my hard drives, gathered some footage, and pulled everything else I needed from Storyblocks. Throughout this video, I've been using stock video clips spliced in to help tell the story, and to save tons of time that I just simply didn't have. Storyblocks is an online stock media library with high quality video, templates, music, sound effects, images, and more. If you need motion titles or complex motion templates, but you just don't have the time or experience to make them, Storyblocks has you covered whether you use Apple Motion, After Effects, and now DaVinci Resolve. The greatest thing is these assets are all royalty free, so you can download and use an unlimited amount of the library with one affordable subscription, which is dope. This is my go-to to save time and get things done. Check out Storyblocks using the link in the description below and get unlimited access to tons of assets for all of your future projects. I highly recommend it. The internet is wild, man, because it can completely skew your perception and opinion on something if you let it. Once numbers and opinions get involved, it's a wrap. This isn't as prevalent in me now as it once was, but having intention with what I'm creating online before I even start making it is something that's very important. If you just create without any intention, you'll become way too wrapped up in the numbers. And I feel like that's the worst place to be. This is something that I have to consistently tell myself, because I would find myself getting into a rhythm of thinking the things that I was putting out into the world weren't good if they weren't getting the vanity metrics, the likes, the views, the comments, the subscribers, whatever the case may be, when that's not really the case. Setting out my intention of the project before creating it really solved this issue for me. If my intention was to help someone and it helped only 2 people, then that's a success. If my intention was to fulfill my creative urge by making the thing, then that's a success in itself. If my intention was to make money, then satisfying my client was a success. If you don't create with an intention, you'll become a slave to the numbers your project generates and only want to create that one type of thing. Don't get too wrapped up in the numbers. The things that get the most views aren't usually the things that are the best. They're just the most digestible. As we gear up to head into 2024, these are things that I have to consistently tell myself to keep the train rolling. I feel like I kind of been falling out of sync in my overall love with this thing that we call online filmmaking. But let me know down in the comment section if any of these things apply to you or if you've been feeling the same way. Drop this video a like if you enjoyed it, but with that being said, I'm out, y'all. Peace.